Results come from good work. Good work comes from good management comes from leadership. I mean, our organization, 9 years ago now, was a group of 4 separate utilities. We shared one complex, but the water utility, the sewer utility, the gas utility, they didn't share equipment, they didn't share values, they didn't share a lot. 2008, as you know, the economic crisis happened, and the city decided to join 4 utilities together. And they chose my boss, Mike Tadros, to be the leader. And I can promise you that his leadership is the only thing that turned those 4 disparate organizations that spoke different languages into a cohesive whole. Now, I can say the Sterling criteria and the Sterling journey helped him a bit, and it helped us a bit. I joined a few years later, but one of our managers was a Sterling examiner, and he brought the criteria to Mike. And that series of questions let Mike take his strengths, his passion, and direct the organization. By going through the things that you would have to go through well before you apply for the Sterling, by pulling the group together and creating a strategic plan, which took several years to work through a strategic plan, answering those self-evaluation questions that you have to answer if you're going to apply for the Sterling, really guided us. I can promise you most of the organization was ready to quit many times through the process. Mike's not the kind of person that lets us quit. He was, this is hard. Yeah, that answer's embarrassing. Let's fix it. He built a team at the management level that started to drink the Kool-Aid, so to speak. It's hard to explain how this brings you together. But it did. We developed our own mission, our own vision, our own values. That came from the employees up. Mike insisted that it comes from the employees up, but something that management can back 100%. Those of us that work there now, we process sewage, for God's sakes, and we do it with a passion. It's hard to say. The organization grew, the Sterling criteria helped us grow. We followed the Sterling journey. Eventually we took the Sterling challenge, and that did something that we really didn't expect. The leadership at the top, Mike Tadros' leadership, excellent. Those of us right under him were learning to be better leaders. But answering the questions of the Sterling challenge at that depth, knowing you're going to send in the application, found people lower in the organization that were our shining stars that we hadn't recognized, that had a passion that we didn't know, and that are tomorrow's generation of leaders. So we took the challenge. We were given a great feedback report. So the next year we decided to go ahead and do the Sterling Award. And that really polished the people that worked on the challenge and found more leaders deep in our organization that are now working their way up. So in 2015, we won the Sterling Award. The city's leadership recognized that. So last year, they disbanded Public Works and gave most of them to us. So now we're underground utilities and public infrastructure. And having the framework lets us absorb them as part of our culture, lets us learn from them, lets us enhance our culture, and teach them a new culture. It's just, leadership with the direction just makes a world of difference.